Okay, so what's this great idea? Well, it's not necessarily a new idea, and it really is as simple as what's known as an accountability group. Now, some people call it a brainstorming group. Occasionally, somebody calls it a masterclass, but usually masterclasses are led by somebody. But the key concept is this: you and a small group of others, anywhere up to 4 or 5 people, get together on a regular basis to share ideas, to get feedback, literally to support one another and encourage one another in an honest, down to earth and confidential manner. And the reason why this is good is because when you're self-employed, sometimes it can feel quite lonely. You can feel like you're on your own. This is your thing. Yes, that's great. But we are social creatures. We are so used to spending time with people, talking with people. And every now and then it's great to have a little bit of input into how you're doing and what you could do better. You see, when you're self-employed and running a small business, it's great to get good ideas. And if you really are of an entrepreneurial mindset, you'll be getting ideas all over the place. But that doesn't necessarily mean that those ideas are going to be all that good. So it's great to be able to meet with people you trust on a periodic basis and say, look, I've got this idea, here's what I think, here's how I think it could work, etc. And to get honest input from people of a like mind. Now, the thing is, when you're self-employed, just sharing it with friends who may have jobs may not necessarily have the mindset and the experience of another self-employed person who to be able to give you proper objective and positive input. In my experience, a lot of people who are employed don't understand the mindset of a self-employed person. Not to say that they're bad people, but they've not walked in these shoes. And they've not experienced what it's like to be self-employed. So they can't really give you input from an experienced point of view. Doesn't mean they don't have good ideas, doesn't mean they won't be able to give you some help or point you in the right direction or some input. But I've always found, my experience has been that sharing it with other self-employed people, sharing your ideas, your thoughts, your concerns, your problems with other self-employed people enables you to cut to the chase quicker because they get it. They understand what you're experiencing if you've got problems. They understand how you might leverage an idea if you've got something that you want to do. And for many, many people around the world, this stuff becomes invaluable. Now, I'm not just talking about a networking group here. I'm talking about a group of people who meet once every 3 to 4 weeks to get together, have a cup of coffee, and just kick things around. Good idea to take a notepad, get some ideas if you write them down, but it's also a good idea to contribute to the group with your experience and your ideas. Chances are good some of you will end up working together on ideas, on projects anyway, and that's brilliant also, and that's another key reason why it could be good for your business. But the idea behind it is to go there, talk to the group, get input, and then go away and make things happen. If you're struggling, you'll get input, you'll get support from people who've been there, done that in many cases. If you have got an idea, you get people support from people who also get ideas. You may also pick up marketing ideas, accounting ideas, organizational ideas, process ideas from people who've been there, people who've done it. Now, there are some rules, I guess you could call, with an accountability group. The first thing is everything must be discussed in confidence. You must be able to trust the people you're sharing with, especially if you're sharing confidential information, especially if you're having a hard time, especially if you're discussing, your health and potential mental health issues. You need to be able to share with confidence that these guys are not going to be bunging it, sharing it with their friends and talking to their family, etc. about it. Oh, you'll never guess what she said. No, you don't want that. You need to be trusted, and you need to be able to trust those you're in the group with. Another good thing that's always worth doing is to take notes, not just on what you're going to do, but what everyone else is going to do as well. Because if somebody says they're going to do something, the whole point of an accountability group is to hold them to account to it. Where's the point in telling somebody you're going to do something and not bother, and nobody says, it's not a problem, don't worry about it. The idea with an accountability group is to get stuff done. Bring ideas, get ideas, gain inspiration, gain encouragement, go away and do stuff. But also then have the people in your accountability group hold you to account. And that means that you need to be open to be held accountable. And if that isn't you, then maybe an accountability group isn't your thing. Now, it's okay to make notes, and it's okay to make notes with other people. I belong to an accountability group in the UK, and we always had one person making notes on what it was that we said we were going to do by the next time we met. So so 2 days beforehand, she took a photograph of it as she wrote it, texted it to everybody on our group WhatsApp, and then a few days beforehand, sent us it all out again into the group WhatsApp. So, right, this is what we said we were going to do. It's going to be discussing it in a couple of days' time. Okay? And the thing is, it's a great idea to do that, and you can share the responsibility with that. You don't have to have a note taker, a minute taker. You don't have somebody or you could delegate somebody if somebody wants to do that. But the idea behind it is to hold everybody in the group to account for what they said they were going to do and how well they're doing. And it means being honest with the group, and as much as that, honest with yourself. So hopefully that's given you some ideas and inspiration to go out and get your own accountability group. I think it's brilliant. I've just moved to New Zealand. I'm in the process of sorting out my own accountability group. Bit difficult when I don't really know anyone. I might have to go through an interview process. But the key thing is, don't find people who do the same as you. Find different businesses. You'll get different perspectives, different ideas, different viewpoints, just different. Largely because if you all do end up working together on stuff, the last thing you want to do is to give away any secrets to somebody who could end up competing with you. Not to say that your competition are bad or negative, but I've seen it happen where people of the same business were in the same accountability group and people just stole ideas. I've had it done to me. People who I used to network with and belong to groups with stole my ideas, and it isn't funny. And that just means that you're not that trustworthy. Or that person who steals the ideas isn't trustworthy. So find people who are not in your industry or who don't do what you do. But anyway, hope that's been useful. If you've got any questions, please write them in the comments below. We always respond to questions and responses, etc. Be good to hear from you. And as I said before, like, share, subscribe. Be great to have you on board as a subscriber. But that's it from me. I'm going to stop talking. Go out there and do it. Thanks a lot. And bye for now.